Twila Maniputnik. Twila Wakanapatnik. Nai Ghana Burka Mankalakla. Madawajangi Ghana Mina. Minyana Mani Punji, Nai Nari Kamapi Marita. Nai Wagadi Mani Lupuni, Gani Yata, Nai here in Diyata, Yacha, Gadi Wapa, Adelaide, Barossa, Gadi Wapa. Welcome to the lands of the Ghana people, the place that we stand upon today. What's important about coming here today and doing a welcome is not only to celebrate these two teams in clashing in this Indigenous round, but to call upon the spirits of my ancestors to bring goodness upon each of them, and also to send away that sadness or badness that sometimes lingers upon us. But a welcome is saying, are you well when you come to a place? And I hope they are all well in coming this place today. But it's also saying that today the spirit people will look after you, and when you walk this land, the land will connect to you. And that our people also say that it's not just about hello, it's saying where have we been and what have we been doing, because our face tells us where we've been, but our heart tells us where to go. And that's really important to understand. But believe it or not, our people, the Ghana people, actually played a form of rugby, and we called it Gadi Wapa. And today I carry that ball, not similar to the ball that they use today, but it's actually a part of my headdress, which is the emu feathers and a stick. And what we did with this as a ball, we would pass it similar to rugby, and though when you caught this particular emu feathers, people would rush to you and tackle you, and the idea was you keep passing it until no more, when there would be a scrum. And it was easily as thrown as this, and hopefully somebody will catch it this side. And so that's how it worked. So our people played this game a long time ago, and it is wonderful to be a part of today's celebration. And in a moment, what I'll do is I'll go past each of the players with the smoke to bring that newness beginning, to send away that badness, and to bring the good spirits upon this game today. So, my unjaga, nachu yukandaya, nachu yakandaya, padnya do, which is saying we are all brothers and sisters, that we walk this land together. And when we do so, cultures brings us together, never divides, and we never say goodbye. We always say nakara, being see you later. So nakara, nei chaya, and I look forward to this wonderful game today. So I'll do the smoking ceremony.
So there we go. And the welcome to country is out of the way. He will go and, as he said, bring in the good spirits, get rid of the bad spirits. I find it really interesting, the emu feather and the stick. You wouldn't want to catch it in the eye, would you?
No, you wouldn't, would you?
But well done. What's the name of the young man who caught it one-handed?
That's Braden. Oh. Yeah, the last name escapes me at the minute. He's a new player.
Oh, Braden Ross.
Braden Ross.
Good hands from Braden
We'll
Ross.
just call them hands.
Twila Maniputnik. Twila Wakanapadnik. Twila Maniputnik. Twila Wakanapadnik. Naranadlu, Kamanka Yarakumanindi. Today we can give and we can receive, but together we become one. So Naichaya Nakara. Thank you.
So the ceremony is done and the teams will get themselves ready now. But I did talk to Matt Mooney before, and I think we should mention for the first time in the broadcast, Division 1 Best Tackler 2018. I did have a chat with him before the game and asked him whether these are ones that they sort of circle as games that they want to be competitive in, and he said something really interesting in that they seem to play better against the bigger teams where they have scores run up on them, and then they just switch off a little bit in the ones that they should be better in.
It'd be nice if they switched off today.
Well, it's the first time we've seen Adelaide Uni this year on the broadcast. Unfortunately, the way that the fixture list worked out, someone had to be the ones, and they took it. And there's our first knock-on of the day. But the last time we saw Barossa was right at the beginning of the season, which was an absolutely wonderful game against Elizabeth. I did say to you we want to see a game like that again today, but I don't think you want to see that, do you?
No, last-minute game-winning try is not good on the heart when you're my age.
Not without its controversy. So we'll see whether we get a chance to shoehorn that in. So Barossa will have a scrum very early on.
There is a camera, so you do have your haircut, you waxed your legs.
Walding will stand at first receiver. Has runners off him. One of them is a short ball. Did just enough. Good hands on. Lost his feet though. Arm comes out for the penalty, I think. Now they will just look to build with Wiley. Patience will be the name of the game early on. Jake Gotch will look for a way through. Brown will send it off to Wiley. Second row is working together at the toes, no advantage. Yeah, straight over the top. Got hands on, just couldn't keep his feet. And I think that was low from Adelaide University. On the back foot somewhat early days, Toppy.
Yeah, no, this is the one problem we've had with Adelaide Uni is we just have to learn to start our games. We just takes a little while to get into it, but once we do, we start playing some pretty good rugby.
And as if on cue, they kick it over the top of the raffle prize, the Kia Picanto, thanks to Montine Kia.
There was a raffle?
It still is. You can buy tickets.
Mate.
That's a good little car.
Yeah.
I thought it was Carl Jones's car. I saw him driving it over there
well,
before.
the Rugby Union SA staff drive it around. First line out. Doesn't quite go to plan. So it looks like Adelaide University will get the ball. Hey, if you're looking for a second car or a first car, go and buy. Carl's right there. Tap him on the shoulder, get the tickets.
I'm actually quite unlucky though. That's why I'm sitting here now today. The hamstring's gone. I think the first half will be good for the scrums.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to get used to it because most of the weekends this year have been absolutely fantastic, haven't they? We haven't really had a bad weather. One against the head for Barossa. I think it came back, so we'll just do that again, I think. We will just do that again. It's always nice to get the first one against the head, though. I have been noticing as well, a lot of my Facebook memories, we are at grand final time.
Oh, we're very late this year.
Yeah, and I didn't really realise because we just sort of got onto it. We just got on with it, sorry, and getting lots of memories at the moment that it's grand final weekend.
2015 was grand final weekend. I remember that because we lost that one.
Mooney puts it on the boot, just looks for a little bit of territory, finds a way out. After that first line-up, that's not a bad option because, again, there's no wind. The rain, what there is of it, is coming straight down, and it's a fine rain as well, so it shouldn't really affect anything too much other than, like I said, the ball will probably get a little bit greasy and the surface will get a little bit quicker.
It's perfect rugby weather.
Great rugby weather.
It's nothing more you'd ask for.
Four, drop two, drop.
Going to the back, just got enough on it. And they'll look to build again. Breaks through a couple of tackles into midfield. Gone nice and quick. Pulled it back inside. Grieg will try and find his way forward. And they're off again. Going quick when they can with Wiley. Again, working with his second row partner in Brown and get them going forward again. Now they will slow down. Wiley again. Already the two second rowers putting their hands up for a lot and low work.
Yeah, the Rams have missed Wiley the last few weeks. He decided to retire mid-season, but he's come back.
Another little handling error, but other than putting them behind the gain line, they've done okay. have to work really hard to get back and around now, which they do eventually, and again they're happy to go. And he gets around the outside. 2-on-1 coming out the back.
Oh,
and a great covering tackle came across from Coates.
yeah, good on Hannibal, one of our young boys there.
Just trusted his pace on the outside. Unorthodox draw and give.
Now the back of the hand.
And a good chasing tackle from Coates. Hey, it's very easy to get them wrong and go over the shoulder and give away a penalty.
Could have quite easily slid up there, but he did well to hold it down.
So Adelaide University, they go to 2, the safety of 2. Cuthbertson looking for a little bit of a gap. And they will pick and go with Smith just to try and find a little bit more. There is a penalty coming for offside.
Yeah, he's got Wiley in the side there.
Yes, Scotty.
Slow to move. Yeah. It's like we're working together, me and Adam. Mooney shows inside, didn't like it, decided to kick it away, so they'll come back for the penalty. 2 for the price of 1, really, there for Barossa. It's the first time we've seen them really have to defend so far in this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Scotty Wiley gets a bit of rush of blood to the head occasionally and does go in.
No, don't we
Oh,
all?
I don't know whether that's
I
going to
think
go.
that's out.
It's not gone.
Oh, great work, Hannibal.
That's a good chase.
Couldn't quite beat the first one, and Coates will get there again.
Get there forward. Pump them legs, Shorty. Pump them legs.
Certainly from an attacking point of view, Barossa have been patient. They've gone quick when they can, slowed it down when they need to.
No hands, no hands, no hands.
And again, they build a little bit one out that time.
They're just a bit flat-footed, Barossa, at the moment.
Yeah, not moving on to it, but the ball is dying as it gets there, I think. We'll talk about the wind, and obviously with Matt Mooney's kick to touch, you can see that the wind is basically blowing directly from behind our camera angle, right across the pitch.
Oh, they've turned it over there.
Oh, less than inside, but a penalty.
You're offside, you're in front of the back
Make sure we win the ball.
So offside. There's a much more forgiving kick. Yeah, that's the number 8 and Jake Gotch. Much more forgiving kick over that side. Everything's going to push towards that far touchline. It's been a nervy start for both teams as we start to approach 10 minutes gone on the Waite scoreboard with no score and nothing really at the moment to get excited about from either team.
No, not really. Hopefully we get to do something with this ball here. Watch some of our new bigger centers to get a good run, get a bit of meat. Should be nice.
It's almost as if the forwards have realised there's water falling from the sky and want to play 9-man rugby.
They'll keep it in there as long as they can.
As a back, you know, we love that.
Oh, against the throw, the Rams have stolen.
Yeah, set pieces need a little bit of work.
It's been all Barossa right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Off they will go again. Skipper trying to find his way through. Normally we see him running up and down the sideline, desperately trying to get involved.
On the foot.
Involved from the start today.
With
Bounce over halfway. We tried, but tenacious defence.
Just did a little flip there. Oh, Stewie.
Support coming, good hands. No, he's not going to get away with it. It's so hard, you cannot put your hands on the floor. Did it right in front of us. They're right in front of the Barossa bench as well, but they seem to be watching this through rose-tinted
rose-tinted goggles.
It's a brave tackle against Stewart there.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that didn't go out as
Another
well.
one, yeah. No flag has gone up yet, but again, you'll
Oh, that's
see this
still
one.
Oh,
This one will push in as well. Don't let it
good
bounce.
Don't let
Big
that
mistake.
down.
4 of them with their hands on their head around it.
Yeah, that's a fine.
Video evidence all
That's
week as well.
definitely. Yeah, no, they're not getting away with that one.
It is a very impressive haircut from Mr. Mussered. Viking-esque.
Yeah, baby Viking.
I like it.
Rumor
Little
has it he was
shift.
an extra on the TV show Vikings.
I will keep an eye out for him, one of my favourite TV shows. No free ads though, that's the last one for the day. Hit up into midfield. Breakdown of both sides has been a little bit scrappy. They decide to come to this near side. Short ball, gets his arms free and can get it away. Then we'll dump it over the top. Now they've got space. Smith galloping down this near side wing and they'll take
Chase
that.
by Gotch.
And they've gone quickly. Space out there. Decides to come back. Again out the back. Then on the boot.
Hannibal and Pears out there to cover.
There's a little bit
Bit of
harem
time.
scarum at the moment. See whether he will just look for position. He didn't really get all of that. Depends on the chase. Much more. Goes inside.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it
high.
looked a little bit high on Pilkington. And it was.
He didn't get away with that one, I guess.
No.
Got his one lucky one there.
So another penalty. Breakdown has been scrappy from both sides so far.
Yeah, I think that's a difference between the lower half of the table and the top half of the table is a breakdown. You play some of those top sides and they will come in clean out and make it really tidy, whereas the lower sides just sort of fumble around in there.
Yeah, to be honest, not much to write home to mum about right now.
Do you write home to Mum?
Oh, of course.
Actually, right. Do you write her a letter or is it all
Oh,
Facebook now?
Oh, no, it's actually WhatsApp. Yeah, she's going to awkwardly see me on this and ask me why I'm not home.
Yeah, not straight. Should be home. I won't tell you that he's only wearing a t-shirt, Mum.
Yeah, when I show up to dinner with a cold, she'll be pretty disappointed, but you know, it is what it is. We'll pray tomorrow. It's Sunday.
So another scrum, another Adelaide University scrum.
The scrums have been pretty even, though, haven't they?
Yeah, set piece. Both sides have not covered themselves in glory so far.
Fine.
Oh, my God.
That was in the second row leg. Mooney have to take it standing and then dropped it forward. Sean McCarthy wearing the 13. And that one's lost forward in the tackle as well. So they'll come back for the first one. Is McCarthy the lad who played first 5 when we went up there?
Against Elizabeth, yeah, you're playing 10. Yeah.
So he's grown his hair somewhat and now put headgear on.
He's covered up the bald patches on the side of his head, I think.
All right. Yeah, no, that was it. I remember he had the
I think the
traditional
hairstyle's still the
COVID,
same.
the traditional COVID haircut.
Yeah.
Just cut the sides.
What are you trying to say? That's what I have at the moment.
Well, I mean, I have to have that.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't get a choice in the matter.
Get one of those toupees.
Oh, my God.
Thinking about it.
I was thinking about shaving the rest off.
I was going to do it for my wedding just to completely spin out my wife.
Oh,
Adelaide
I'll buy you a
Uni
beer
with
for
a
that.
big scrum.
Oh,
It's
but they've
come
come out
out
with
though.
it.
Picked it up, Gotch.
Gotch will make his way towards the 22. Manages to pop out of there as well. And gets the offload away to Brown. Just that first pass off the back of the breakdown is slowing them down because they can be quite clean. Still trying to find a way through, Walding.
It's just a bit messy, isn't it?
The breakdown is messy. McCarthy will send it out. He'll find Gotch. Gotch is again trying to find a way
running away
through.
from his support a little bit there.
Scragged down eventually by McKnight. Oh, Matt Mooney with the powerful counter ruck.
I guess he's going for a new award this year,
Right.
isn't
Tackle.
And again, they want to go slow. Mooney
At least
thinks about it again.
They've got the players in there to go slow now.
They've been okay, and when they've got it clean,
No hands, no hands, no hands.
it's wanted far too long on it. Short ball. Knocked on. I mean, it gave him a long time to let go of it there. I think that was again. It is low, the number 7 for Adelaide University. The last Adelaide University scrum, they certainly looked like they'd decided they want to push in that one.
Yeah, they probably got a good old hardwood from Braun. You can definitely hear him before you see him, that's for sure.
That's right.
It's another South Australian rugby player who just doesn't appear to age.
Braun, yeah, it's a Kiwi, mate.
Fine.
That's Paddy Lowe's first game back, actually, coming back from a groin injury. So, I think
See feeding in the scrum has just disappeared as an offence.
That one was. It's probably the worst I've seen this year.
ooh, that's a better kick.
Mooney
That's a
again.
better kick.
Does find a little bit of
set up ready.
space. Sets up nicely, but he's beat the first one. And we'll send it inside. Suspicion of forward, but we're playing on.
Barossa's offloads are looking beautiful. I'm not going to lie about that.
There's been 3 or 4 in that phase of play. That one went backwards as well. Huge ground gained on the way back. Braden Ross. And a short ball again to Wiley.
No hands, no hands.
Impressive, the engine room of Barossa so far.
Ooh, they're going there.
Have they got numbers out here? Yes, they have. McCarthy sends it inside. Hit late for his troubles. Now they will look to go back inside. Little chip through into the in goal.
Too far.
Ooh,
Short in goals here at
Very short, I noticed
Adelaide
earlier.
University.
I think he's bringing it back here, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it was high
Yeah.
and late. Doesn't want to talk to anyone though yet. Mr. Bethel just gave the penalty. This is I was going to say it's a more difficult kick than it looks, but I think the wind's dropped down quite a lot since we started the broadcast.
The top of the trees aren't even moving, are
No, it's so we should be okay now.
they? Yeah.
And we're going to look for points.
Yeah, Barossa don't have a recognised kicker out there, I don't think, today. So,
I'm actually surprised. It's my first time seeing it.
Save.
Karamoto.
I haven't seen a team go for points.
Thought for a second he was going to drop goal it then, which we have seen on the live stream, and there we see the radar again. But it looks like we're just in a little bit of a gap between 2 showers.
I think it's just slipping slightly below us there.
Yeah, we might get away with it. If it stays like this for the rest of the game, we'll all be happy.
Oh, I did actually leave clothes hung out on the line, didn't I? Oh, God.
You are not covering yourself in glory for your mum, the visit to your mum tomorrow, are you?
Ah, no, she's got to dry at home. It'll be fine. I'll just give her a bag.
So Karamoto will line it up. Should just go straight through the middle. With this one, no wind at all.
Right off the beat very well.
I just pulled it.
Ooh.
Oh, he's decided to go.
Oh, spilled it.
Decisions.
Good work, boys.
It's unlucky.
Yeah.
It's another fine.
Someone needs to be taking control of that and just telling him to dot it down and take the 22.
He had a prop running towards him there, so it was a good chase from Callum Fox there.
And there, children who are watching, is a reason why you follow penalties up.
Uni's going to need a big push on this one.
Well, it's an important scrum. Barossa look as if they've split. Walding has gone way out to the left. 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
Look where you are.
Uni do try and get a shove on and at least get them going backwards, so the 8 has to pick up. Gotches, the 8 brought down just short of the line.
Great counter.
Oh.
Drive him over. Come on.
Just wonder whether that was through the gate from McKnight.
Oh,
Now they will
spilled
look
that.
out to that far left-hand side.
He's isolated. Let's get there, boys. Get around. Still got it.
And again they go, and it's that pass from the breakdown, Nigel, has just pushed them backwards more than once.
These pods right.
Just run directly into Bron there.
Another loud blast, crossing, penalty.
Yeah, Joe Samuel at 9 there for the Rams. Hasn't played for a while. He's had a bad back for the last few years. Been coaching this year, so he's put himself on the TV game.
Yeah, I think just needs to.
Oh,
No,
another
doesn't
one.
find touch as well. It's going to be an expensive night for Mr. Mooney if this continues. It's a good challenge. They do seem to get it right, and half time I think I'll be talking to Mr. Walding and say, step in a
Come
bit
closer,
more.
yep.
Yeah. If every single one is hitting your ankles, it's, you know, there's only so often you can blame the halfback. This one he gets. Then we'll shift it.
Ooh,
Good line
great.
speed and lost. Good line speed from Adelaide University.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Saw something we didn't there.
well, I think he's saying that the knock-on was by the number 12. Yeah, well, I thought you couldn't go forward if you ripped it. Anyway, he's in the middle. And another scrum. And Adelaide University really over the last couple of scrums have really shown they've started to...
So I think we've only got another maybe 15 minutes before it gets way too sloppy for good scrum, so we take advantage of it now.
Again, it's a little bit going backwards, so...
Arm out for something there.
Yeah, and Barossa's way. Karamoto again just loses it, but they're going to come back. Penalty count. Both coaches will be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
Offside again.
He's at 9. Come round too early.
There's a lot of the penalty count is going up and up and up. Oh, he had a go at it. Not quite. We did have a chat. Michael Augustus, which is not his full name. we stayed with it. I think I remember having a conversation with him, and we talked about him on Facebook and referred to him as Michael Augustus, and he kept saying, "Who's that?" And the irony was, he was commenting as Michael Augustus and saying, "Who is that?"
He's the king of commitment, that guy.
Oh, 2 ball.
That was dangerous.
Gets the ground again. He's a long way away. Yeah, he's got to come.
Yeah.
He's got to come in.
He's got 3 metres.
Walding.
He needs to come in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's spilled out.
He is offside. He's just going to play though, because Barossa still have the ball.
Hit by Maxi.
Or Skipper just throws it away. Kicked out of his hand. I think on the in the blind spot of the referee, but little knock on and an Adelaide Uni ball.
Thank you, Phil.
Still 0-0. I mean, last week was the first ever triple-digit score we had. I know it's very early, but I don't think we've ever had a draw on the Spacequake Sports broadcast.
Not that I've watched.
No. Certainly, it's the longest we've gone without a score.
I think that's the same for us this year as well.
Oh. It does. It's got a grand final feeling about it that neither team wants to concede.
No.
And I think that's the main part of it, is that they don't want to concede, which obviously is leading to.
The Rams were looking to have a better year than last year, but unfortunately injuries and unavailabilities have cost them players all year, and they've seen this against Uni as a chance to jump off the bottom of the table. So,
Well, I think this is a clash of the bottom 2, if I'm not wrong. Little inside ball, manages to step out of one tackle, gets the offload away.
Low.
Well, he's going to do well to get away with that. He's just thrown himself on the opposite side of it.
Yeah,
They have to go quick here if they really wanted to.
Well, you've got to think, I mean, the wind is up and down, so... He's gone again
Jesus.
and missed again.
Yeah.
He's just asking for too much. That one's probably not going to go either. Cuthbertson is underneath it. Now they can counter-attack. Had to have a couple of bites at it.
Oh, very well.
Good tackle by
chase
Karamoto. Had to pick and drive at that point.
Here we go, Petty Low.
Does well getting away on his own. Cuthbertson off the boundary fence. And will sit the first one down. Dragged down eventually. Just enough support to get him through it. Mooney looks for an inside ball. Gets an inside ball to Henry. Over the 10-metre line. Cuthbertson to Mooney again. Flat ball out. Again into that midfield and Fitzgerald. Mooney, draw and give. Found a little bit of room for Cooper. Cooper will put it on the boot.
Ooh, Jimmy Jag.
Nearly got there, and Agnes hacks it forward. I mean, that's what it's been. It's been very conservative rugby, intersected with moments of seat-of-your-pants stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're just waiting now for that first team to make that move to score, and I think might that just open up. But
well, as things stand, Adelaide University sit in the final spot for Division 1. As things stand, Elizabeth and Barossa will have the long pre-season. Mooney will rise and get that one.
oh, he spilled it.
It's a weak carry, one-handed, has turned it over.
I think we need to move a bit faster, the Rams here.
I've gotten blind.
You're just looking for a little way through. Brown will carry for a couple.
Not wrong. He's standing quite far out, isn't he?
He is such a long way away. Wonder whether Nigel will wander up to the huddle at half-time. Just whisper in the coach's ear.
Great.
Now they will come blind again. McCarthy. This time he can't get around the outside, but does get the offload away. The kick is charged down inside the 22. Counter ruck started, didn't finish. Then they will go back and off the side of his boot, but kind of had to go.
Let's pray we can capitalize on this for Uni, yeah.
Just having a look around the grounds as well. Porter taking on Elizabeth up at Elizabeth. Burnside and Woodville at Woodville. Obviously the game we've got here, Brighton versus Souths. And Old Collegians versus Onkaparinga. That will be an interesting one. That one kicks off a bit later. How many scores we have so far? Port Adelaide 14-0 up, Burnside 15-0 up, and Brighton 7-0 up. And obviously all square here. As we approach half an hour on the Waite scoreboard with no score. Is that about to change? Cuthbertson to Mooney. Mooney will carry, look for a short ball.
Another handling
Too
error.
short, but
back for that
coming back
offside.
for a penalty.
It's offside there.
A lot of them. Just, I think both coaches will be talking to their teams at half-time and just saying, just take a step back. Not going to get there any slower, really.
Petty Low took that kick.
First time that they're in a really strong attacking position. See whether they have a driving maul in their arsenal. Looks like they're going to a shortened line. Fine man, 5-man. Just look to move the...
Barossa had talked about the ball off the 10 most of the week, so...
He is a distributing 10, Matt Mooney. They decide to go. Mooney. Flat to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald just puts his head down. Again, just a bit messy and not releasing. Ooh. Almost looks like both sides are determined to go into half-time 0-0.
I think when you say the coaches are going to talk, it might be a bit of yelling, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on them at half-time. I might try and have a wander around the things, and that's a good kick. Oh, there you go. Excellent work from Coates. Oh, and then he's dropped it. Good stuff turns to bad stuff very, very quickly.
Great hands there.
Just about. Cuthbertson, the look on Cuthbertson's face is absolutely priceless as he dribbles that in front of him. But I was about to say that's what Walgrove needs to do. Just head down, strike through it. Don't worry about distance and just get it to the sideline.
Yeah, hit that touch line.
Looks like we might have another little band coming across at the moment. A little band of rain. Better scrum from Barossa. Will go back. Has to get this right. That time he does get it right. I think they're thinking about it. There's only ever one person that thinks about it.
There were way too many screams of no out there.
It is amazing. And you just look how many people. You can. As soon as he bounced it and you saw him chasing it, you knew he was thinking quick line out.
He's 30 metres away from where the mark is.
But you just look at how many players turn their back on him. Got to make it very, very clear.
It's great teamwork there.
Mooney again has Fitzgerald off the boundary rope. Decided not to use him. Then we'll look for Parry. Parry goes straight. That's the 22. Little offload to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald again. Takes a couple for them to bring down. Cuthbertson, Mooney. It's a good challenge out there, going backwards. Cuthbertson gets the offload. Mooney again, looks for a gap. Can't find one, good challenge. Cuthbertson, now they're going a bit quicker. That's the 5 metre line. No, that's the try line. Oh. Over they go.
Great.
He's happy about it.
Is that Jimmy Jag there?
That's McKnight.
Oh, Duncan.
We'll get the first try of the game. And it was just, they were allowed momentum. They got the momentum going, and then McKnight found himself at the right place at the right time. And they couldn't quite hold him up. The defensive stalemate has been broken.
They did they ran up the lightest player, and
I don't think anybody knew that was the try line. Even Agnes wanted to pick and go. So that is half an hour gone. And the first point's on the board. Taking that a fair old hike back. Just trying to see who that is.
Jimmy Jag there. Oh, yeah, that is Jagnus.
Is it Agnes? Yeah, I've got him down as Agnes, number 14.
Yeah. Call him Jaggy.
Aim outside the left hand upright, let the wind do its work, sends it on its way. Does it bring it back? Oh, yes, it does. 7 points.
I guess that 1.5 hours of kicking practice on Thursday paid off.
That's the sign of a confident kicker when they turn around and run back that way. It does look like we're going to get another big bit coming shortly. Here we see that. It's gone. Just watch the 14. Agnes here, the kicker. Pick and go, pick and go. You can do it. Oh, to try it.
Yep.
Chasing red!
Just love Duncan's reaction on that. If you saw it, he's like, I scored, mate. Great little kickoff.
It is a good kickoff, and he had to come and get it. And he's met by 2 Barossa players. Good long play, so got it back eventually. Go to Mooney. Thought about trying to find territory and had to be corralled back inside. Oh, nearly didn't quite beat the clean out. Rough again with Musserad. Another one getting hands on at the breakdown, Barossa. They go again with Parry.
Timmy Cooper. Oh. That was
the arm has come out, the horse collar. They've decided to go though.
There was a bit of desperation in that
Cooper.
one though.
Just a grab. Mooney again.
Oh, to Braun.
Fine let. Can't get away. Held onto his shirt tails, Pete Muchamore. Starting to get some momentum and continuity. Has to come back inside, dragged down from behind. Cuthbertson again. Finds Parry. Parry looks to that soft spot behind the ruck. Can't find a way through. Cuthbertson hit as he passes. Mooney will tidy it up. Steps inside one. Gotch would bring him down. Cuthbertson again. Starting to get going forward now. Brady. That's a turnover.
Jake Gotch, great hands.
Thought about the offload
Yeah,
there.
was looking for it.
Oh,
Didn't
it's out,
quite
it's
get
out,
there.
it's out, it's out. No one's looking at the ball, are they?
Didn't quite get away. Isaiah Pilkington will pick and tidy up. Good counter ruck comes through from Adelaide Uni. No, you got to leave it. Just keep driving, big fella. Here's that high tackle. Just the old horse collar. And just a little bit of a stoppage.
Yeah, I think Scott Wiley just got a stinger when he made this tackle here.
Let's see the that restart. Oh, there's a change of shorts for Fitzgerald. So Scott Wiley will just come off and take a break.
Huey Jordan coming on.
God, he made sure of that kick all the way onto the road.
Well, that's kind of what you have to do.
Oh, on the other side.
Has that gone all the way through to air break?
Yeah.
We're not getting that one
That's
back.
gone.
So bang on halfway.
There's that rain.
He's gone into the action early. He's going to do
Going
well.
the wrong way.
Yeah, turned over. It should have been turned over.
Very well to get that back.
Yes. It's given a hell of a lot of leeway by Mr. Bethel. And again, just lost it forward because the rain is coming again. Low. Finds some good yardage. Black and white jerseys get there just in time. Flat ball again. Oh, he's broke a tackle. Cooper has support. Support is Parry. Can't quite get away.
Back to Cooper.
Gets an offload off. Back to Cooper. Then an offload off the ground. That's definitely the try line this time. Messi again.
Maxi.
Mussered tried to find a way through.
Ooh, they've got a penalty.
Off his feet. So they're going to go 5. Got to be careful in the red zone.
You can't take him from there.
That's an interesting.
Ooh.
That's just short. Cuthbertson again.
Oh, he could place that.
Inside ball to Let. Again within the 5 meters. Happy to build again. Cuthbertson, Mooney. Carries. Flat ball, Fitzgerald! Over he will go. Just a bit, just time really. And certainly as we've got towards half time, Adelaide University have just managed to find a little bit of continuity. Excellent scrambling defence though. I mean, when you're giving away a penalty on the back foot in the red zone as they were, it's just that flat ball from Mooney. And as a centre, just pick your gap, run hard at it.
Good old Stewie.
Speaking of driving it through, that is a kicker in form. He didn't even look, just turns around, runs away. As we do approach half time. Good delay from Mooney as well. So another restart for Barossa. Just having a look and seeing where the low stands up, but they still left a big old gap for McCarthy to find
Yeah,
if
really
he
have
wants
to cover
to.
that. Jordan Smith's got to move
There's
up
2
into
of them that could hold hands, so.
Oh,
Someone's got to touch it,
caked
touch
that.
it, touch it. Karamoto. That's the worst when everyone leaves it alone.
When everybody
and,
just leaves it. And,
yeah, and Uni can play on.
There's always that one guy who thinks about it, isn't there?
So we scrum at midfield. We are live and somewhat interactive. Pete Darby saying go the rounds. Lost Jamie Darby back to Queensland.
Yeah, Jamie back to Queensland Beers, I think.
Simon Redfern saying you sound good, Tappy. Says, are we missing Simon? Always does something good with his on game day, does Simon? Cuthbertson now will look to this near side. Mooney to parry.
Ben Onions.
Onions just puts his head down, makes another couple of yards. Cuthbertson.
So the university rumour going on at the moment is that Ben Onions will be going into the forwards next year.
Well, I mean, there's a fair amount of him. I'll give him that. Mooney. Again will delay and then find Lowe. Lowe trying to shake his way off. Really grown into the game at the end of this second half. Adelaide University. Mooney again. Short to left. He'll get his head down.
Just lifts them back up.
Just holding on for grim life. Walding. Cuthbertson again. Out to Mooney again. Little show and go from Mooney. Trying to find a way through. Still going. Cuthbertson. We'll find Henry. He's on his own.
Forward.
That's turned over. Should be. It's got to be a penalty or a turnover. And it is a turnover. And out.
It's out. It's done well to hold on to that.
Really, it was a bit messy, but they've sorted it out eventually. And Simon Chappell tidies it all up.
It's going for the kick.
At the back. Takes his time. Sends it away, and the wind will always take it away that time.
See if we can go to half time.
And that will be half time. So we will take a break. We'll try and find a jumper for Tappy. We'll let Nigel go and have a chat with the first five, and we'll be back after this break. So welcome back. As per usual, an interesting difference between the two teams. Adelaide University went indoors. Barossa didn't. Had a chat with the Adelaide coach, and the Barossa coach used pretty much all of his half time, so I didn't get any chance to speak to him. Just more of the same from Adelaide University. Did you pick up anything from?
They just want to tighten up that defence a bit better, get those pods moving onto the ball a bit better, and I think you might find the 10 will come a little closer to the break there.
It would be nice if we had a positive effect on the game. Is that Wiley made his way back in? And that is Wiley back on. And Cooper has found himself injected into the game. And it was a lot closer that time and a lot easier.
Oh, what a hit.
Good challenge, though, in midfield. And that is Wiley, who's come back in. Had a chat with probably the most qualified first aider on the sideline. Dr. Fraser. So just hyperextension of the, oh no. Allowed to play on though, and there is Wiley. Fresh tape on that left elbow of his. Away they go again, just a little bit high, gone backwards though, so much more can carry on. Trying to bundle him towards the touchline, doesn't quite get there. Cooper again. Runs at the shoulder. Finds a way through, again slow, and there's no support there, and even Joe Samuel, the halfback, was just wandering up and then blames everybody else.
Yeah.
So,
very isolated.
Yeah, during the half there, I got given some advice by Jimmy Agnes's better half. She said you're not allowed to compliment him anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his ego might get a little bit too big.
Is she the one who lent you the jacket?
Oh, no. But
you are rocking a
nice
corduroy.
So there's another penalty kick has gone straight into touching
Has
goal.
that gone touching goal, so going to come back for a scrum?
Has it come back?
But you were saying they want to clean up the defence, and was there any talk around the breakdown? The breakdown has been messy. Adelaide University managed to tidy it up in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think the Rams forwards have got a bad habit of getting to the next pod without making sure the ball's secure.
Yeah, making sure your first pod's done its job.
It's a good hit.
It's a better scrum from Barossa as well. There's nothing wrong with it. all fair, and again it's Fitzgerald and McCarthy. And McCarthy now finds a bit of room outside, presses the low pedal, tries to put the ball on boot, didn't quite get there.
Paddy
now
Lowe.
the counter attack from Adelaide University. Paddy Lowe will work his way forward. Cuthbertson to Mooney. Into Mussered. Also found himself a little bit isolated, but the clean out was good enough. Rough again.
Oh, he's hung on to it.
Did very, very well. Got enough of it. It's Agnes. Well, if he keeps doing good things, we're going to keep complimenting him.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, isolated again. Oh.
Ooh.
Counter ruck came.
He's done well to get rid of that.
Over halfway. Just about there in time again. Ooh. Stopped just as he got to it, so it's going to be the knock on. The first knock on was by Smith. So it'll be another scrum, and looks like there's going to be a change for Adelaide University. Gioni.
That's Ross.
I'm going to go with Gioni.
Yeah, it's another guy who was his first game back in a while. Going on for Duncan.
Changes McKnight. The try scorer. I'm going to question. I won't be overly happy with that. I'm just keeping an eye on him. The interaction with him and the coach.
We're trying to make a second change.
It looks like there is another one coming. I think they make them both at the same time. Oh, and it looks like there's an injury to Fitzgerald. Will limp off.
So that's our DJ. His brother's the one who actually designed the jerseys.
Well, there you go.
I saw him playing in the Bees there earlier. He's a good hard runner.
Yeah, he's like a B train, isn't he?
Well, he looks like he's got rugby league shorts on, and that probably tells you all you need to know. And in fairness, I think if you watch this one, Nige, the feeding is both ways. He's got to go and dig and get it, and can't get it off the knees, and that's the problem. Adelaide University have managed to get that Barossa scrum going backwards on.
They're not used to going backwards in the scrum, so they're usually reasonably dominant.
Sorry to say, but they're going to have to get used to it today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that prop pairing of Mussered and Lett have been around for a while, and they seem quite comfortable.
Well, Mark Cooper hasn't propped for a few years. He had some neck troubles over the last few years, so he's just come back propping this year.
Just got to be better communication with Jake Gotch when you're in that position. Jake Gotch has got to pick that up and tidy it up.
Yeah.
Samuel asking the question, but you're getting away with it as well, Joe. Again, flat ball, and
he just keeps going. Oh, what an offload!
Was that an offload, or did he lose
it? An offload.
Yeah, it's not bad. Cannonballing his way through. Both the.
Oh, he's stolen it. The ball's out.
The bench of referees away to our left, giving their advice on a penalty for side entry.
Yeah, the manager for the Rams there, Paul Brown, he'll let you know what's going on.
I feel like he wasn't really looking what was happening there.
And again, it appears that we're in a eerie sort of eye of the storm moment, so we shouldn't expect to see this one drift, but it'll be interesting to see whether Walding has learned anything from the first half, which he has. He's just driven it away, taken off a little bit of distance just to make sure. So Peter Muchamore will look to put this ball in the line. It looks like they've dropped to 4. Barossa have taken it down to 4. Stolen at the front, but Muchamore tidies it up. Then to Wiley. Good collision around the 10-metre line. They're away again. Samuel will find Gotch. Tries to find a way through. Half a tackle from Mooney.
Oh, a dive pass from Samuel. he's been told not to do that.
Oh, McCarthy now with a little bit of space. Can he get around the outside? Yes, he can. Can he reach out? Offloads to Karamoto.
Oh.
They'll get one back. McCarthy is a dangerous runner. We saw that. And I think we have a conversation when we watched, because he was playing at 10, wasn't he?
He played at 10 in the Elizabeth game earlier in the year.
But did we have a conversation and say, when he's that dangerous a runner, to move him out?
Yes, I think we may have. I was talking to him earlier on. You've got Greg at 12, who's hardly played any rugby. He's a good hard runner, and McCarthy at 13. I thought they might swap it around.
The 12 hasn't played much rugby.
No.
Okay.
Aussie rules player up until this year.
Oh, that's not the first. We've obviously got Anka Paringa royalty with Mr. King down there at Wilfred Taylor, who's played very, very well this year. We saw a lot of him. He's looked very, very good.
Yep.
So Karamoto will look to tack on the extras, see whether he learnt anything from
Taking this a long way
this
back
penalty.
as well.
Yeah. Set it up on its way. A big high kick, and the flag stay down. So 14 points to 5.
You can see Jimmy Jag waving his own arm around back there, watching the other kicker. He's probably having a little personal competition amongst the two of them right now.
McCarthy has been impressive in
Yeah, he
both
did
the
very
games
well
I've
there.
seen him. It's a good offload.
Did very well to hold his feet and stay up long enough to get the offload away.
I tell you what, Karamoto, you can't take away from the fact that you can just see how short that in goal is.
Great work, Shawnee.
Here it's Waite Oval. He's going to try
that's
and drop
good.
that on the 10, and it's
Oh.
come back their way. Was a question whether they were all offside, and I have to say it did look close in a penalty. Yep.
Not bad,
Yeah, a bit hard to tell from that, but
Yeah,
a
you
great
couldn't
kick
tell from that
right
one, but
on the
good
10
kick.
metres.
Liam!
But they've got the penalty anyway. And again, take some distance of it, make sure.
You can hear the Rams bench here calling for Greg to take the kicks. As an Aussie rules player, he's got a good boot on him.
Yeah, so we'll see Liam Grieg, the number 12.
It's a big gap there. Yeah.
I wonder whether they're still at 4-man again. Samuel will wander in now, and again they go to 2. Very nearly got it. Samuel to Wiley again. He's got through an absolute ton of work today, Scott Wiley. Inside ball. Well, there he goes.
Good strong run.
There is your AFL footballer. You can hold on to it as long as you want as well in this game. Samuel off the toes again.
Oh.
Trying to get the offload and intercepted. Over
Let's go,
halfway.
you good thing.
Got to press the loud pedal now. Want to beat. Can he get there? Excellent
Oh,
covering
great
tackle.
tackle.
Walding finally gets there. Messi eventually.
Unlucky
Walding
Brady.
again. Did enough.
Get there, come on!
Is there anything better? Is there any better sight in rugby than an intercept?
From a second row, running that far, he's done very well.
He's done well. I think that was Brady who let all the horses go.
Yeah, Jack, I actually want to be a centre Brady
Yeah,
there.
there he goes. Well, I mean, he can put,
He has some pace.
put his hand up at training. Tuesday night, I think if he scored, it'd definitely stick a 1 in front of the 5.
He'd love to hear that. Oh, and he's got the ball
Off the
too.
top again, Cuthbert's and Mooney. Again, we'll loop it over the top to Parry. Parry looks for a gap, then we'll fire it out to that far side.
Ooh, Tommy
Back
Ralph.
inside, Ralph. Can he reach out? Not quite. Held just short.
there's a knock
Little
on there,
knock
sir.
on by Cuthbertson. Has possibly got the better of him. So it'll be a scrum 5 metres out for the Barossa. This is where that conversation needs to happen between Gotch and Samuel. Gotch feels that scrum going backwards. He's got to tidy it up.
He's got to take it out of there and get a few metres and get a good kick in position.
Sir! Sir!
Looks like there's going to be another change for Barossa.
So Dan Crosby probably going to come on for Tane skipper, I would say.
He's put a shift in, old Tane.
Yep, Tane's been away. His partner went to Sydney for some medical work, and he went with her. Came back, and he's just come out of quarantine. So
Obviously chomping at the bit to get some rugby under his belt. Like I said, normally we see him sort of up and down and in the coach's ear trying to get on, but got the start today and has played really well. Wonder whether that change is just to try and shore up that scrum there.
yeah, we're missing Connor Moore. He's got a bit of an ankle problem.
That's okay
Better.
for now. And then,
16, I think.
well, there is
Oh,
your
to Onions.
that's the big boot. Onions will look to counter-attack.
Oh, and he's just
Found himself alone again, but they get there eventually. Oh, Cuthbertson, couple of bounces, will still find its way to Brady.
Brady once
Oh,
again.
hit hard again, Brady. Cuthbertson to Parry, steps inside, again looks back to the safety of the forwards. Gotch.
Oh no, he can't do.
No, he was fine.
I think
Gotch
he's
was
fine there.
fine,
I
but
think it's
the
something
penalty was
earlier.
already there. And offside again, I think he's
Man down.
signalled, but there is a Barossa player
Wiley's
down,
down
and
again.
Scott Wiley again.
Ben Onions taking the kick now.
Limping
Oh,
now.
going to Jimmy Jag.
Stay down, stay down.
I think we're going to nickname him Jimmy I Want the Points Jag.
Did he just steal it off him?
Yeah, he just took that right off Ben Onions' hands.
Get him off.
So they're going to go for points as well. And the way he's been kicking, it's not a bad option. Just to try and push that lead out again, because starting to get there. And I think that is Tane Skipper's going to find his way onto the bench as well. So, and that will be
Dan Crosby on for Tane.
and Huey Jordan,
And Huey Jordan on for Scott
Scott
Wiley.
Wiley. Played very, very well, Scott Wiley, through that game. Certainly put his hand up, didn't shy away
No,
from
he
any
didn't.
work.
He, as I said before, he watched the
Yeah,
kick
didn't
just
even watch
go
that go
straight
through.
over.
Had a little look back on the way as he ran away, Agnes, but yeah, you've got to commit to that. If you're going to run away, you have to commit to it. Don't have a little glance back. It's like walking away from an explosion in an action movie.
Yeah.
You have to commit to it.
Yeah, what they say.
Look, here we
guy.
go. Look, just a little,
Oh, yeah.
just a
He did
little
have a look.
glance back.
So say, Jimmy, cool guys don't look at explosions.
No, that's it. So McCarthy will restart. He's been dangerous with the restarts as well. And once
That's
that
another
wind will
beautiful
hold it
one.
up, that's a great restart. Parry tries to
Oh.
get underneath. The ball's gone backwards, but it has ended up
Braden
in
Ross.
Barossa hands anyway.
Thought the ref had an arm up there for them.
Little pick and go.
No hands, no hands.
Samuel to Muchamore. Jordan. Ended up going a bit sideways. The two replacements working hard and
They're actually
getting their
moving
hands on the
forward.
ball.
Yep.
He's going to give that as a knock on. He is. Might be quite hard done by, because I feel like he had it ripped out of him.
I think he's telling the referee he was hard done by.
It's going to be a university scrum on their own 22.
It's a sloppy part of the pitch too, so I wonder how this
I
one's
don't
going to hold
know.
up.
I was out there when at half time, and it's still pretty firm out there,
Oh.
so I don't think there's any problems.
Just having a look, I don't think there's going to be any front row changes for Adelaide Uni.
Set.
I think they're going to stay as they are, which could be interesting because it could bring parity back to the scrum as.
Oh, he's got the feed.
Oh, hello.
Oh no.
Just that one off. Free kick, ladies and gentlemen. See whether they've done any work on it. Gotch beats the first one. Oh,
good play now.
Breakdown again.
Cooper. He'll put his head down, make another couple of extra yards. Can't have two goes at it, young man. Then we will go again. Much more.
Oh.
Again at the feet of Walding.
Still standing
the
a
big
bit too
fella.
far. Oh, no.
Oh, what a step!
Oh.
Couple more, and the offload! And the finish!
Simon Chappell, and they've finished it off.
I tell you what, take
So
a bow, young man.
that's Liam
Grieg. How's the footwork on the big fella?
He was going sideways, but he knew where the line was.
And the pass. That's your first year in rugby, young man. Well done. Here he goes, look. Don't argue. And the little side step. I think he gets another one in, just there.
Ooh, gets past.
And then the offload. There you go.
Can't fault that.
So that's where that penalty that they took before
Well done, boys.
Was a good decision, I
was
think.
a good decision, because we've gone from just giving them a little bit more of a cushion. Be a good angle to see this kick. I think he's punished somewhat by the fact that he goes so high.
He looks like he's aiming a bit far left there.
Yeah.
It is hard to tell. Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
never gonna. That's never gonna come back.
Well done, boys. Keep it up. Bad boys.
So another restart. Converted try is the difference. See, you're right, the top of the trees aren't moving, but if you look over the back of the hills, those clouds are shifting.
Yeah, I think we're like in the perfect spot right now.
It's a very weird, almost eye of the storm feeling that we have at the moment. I think there's been another couple of changes for Adelaide University, as that one is driven towards the touchline. Gotcha again.
I think the rugby gods are looking out for us at the moment.
Certainly are. Just head down and straight. Walding shows inside, and then we'll find McCarthy.
Ran straight into DJ there.
And the clean out, much more to Cooper. Cooper with the offload.
Great offloads from Barossa.
Yeah, he's got it. I'm arguing with the Barossa bench here. Samuel just box kicks it away. No advantage coming from it, and they did. It was messy. So it looks like there's another change here. They're trying desperately to get Liam Grieg to take these penalties, and they've got it. Let's see what his drop punt's like.
Oh, is this the 12? Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah,
Straight
he's
over
caught
us.
hold of it. There you go. He'll like the fact that he only has to do a one-step run-up.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to run back for 25 metres. But I tell you what, that centre pairing, if they can keep them together and keep them working, of Grieg and McCarthy, that's not a terrible centre pairing.
Pretty
you've got
tidy.
To follow up on that, do you have his cell phone number?
Yeah, stop him playing well on the broadcast games. Adelaide University unfortunately lost Jack Jenkins.
Still a sore point there.
Yeah,
His hands on the floor over the ball.
you don't get more than one go at it, Mr. Gotch.
Yeah, we get a kicker putting it into touch and then can't win the line out.
Well,
Since,
it's gone for the banana, so it definitely goes into touch, but honestly, as a former kicker, I cannot stand that. Check side banana. Just kick through it. Former kicker, I hate saying that. Reminds me I'm retired.
Nah, you're still a kicker.
A little bit of a shifting around to the front into two. Good line out again. Oh, interesting one. Good. Oh, short ball to Parry. Parry, one to beat. Got a 2-on-1. It's let. Oh, couldn't get away. Still going though, let. Still going. Can't quite reach out.
When you get a prop running at the support line.
Looks for a gap. Can't quite get there. Held up just short.
Ross.
Gets over. The substitute will come on and score.
Hey, scorer for scorer.
Oh, Brunlett. Nearly got there.
There we go, Ross.
Well, it's a good lineup move. This pass from Cuthbertson. See, I don't like Matt Mooney would want many of them, but the line from Parry was really good. And here he goes. The front row union was willing him to get home. Regardless of the shirt colour, they all wanted him. Cuthbertson tried to do the big boy stuff, didn't quite get there. And then he was shown how it's done by Mr. Gian.
Yeah, Ross just really wanted that one, didn't he? Guess our first game back after, I think, 3 weeks he's missed. Oh, Jimmy Jag missed. He looked at it.
One.
He watched it.
He watched that
He watched it. That's what happens. He looked at the explosion.
It's a great line from Parry.
Yep.
He's got a great change in direction, doesn't he? Giving Braun a little nudge to keep him going.
But we all wanted him to get there.
Get up there,
Love it
big
when
fella.
a prop scores from that far out.
But I think he'd be out of steam if he actually made it. Oh, no, lads.
Very gnarly.
Oh, managed to clean it up
Mooney.
because Matt, I'm a cheat code Mooney. Ross.
Did you call him a cheat code?
Yeah.
Like it. It's an interesting placement, but it got there.
Ooh, Ross has lost
Where's
his
he got?
boot there.
Knock on, the first knock on was by Adelaide University.
Well, he's giving it the other way.
It's said that Samuel is coming back from injury. I'm not sure how much longer he's going to manage to stay out there. He's saying 5 minutes. Christopher Lewine, since when has Bron been so quick? There is a fairly large slope. The cameras don't do it justice. He was running downhill. And Simon Redfern saying that Brady was running like a startled giraffe on his intercept.
Oh, Timmy
Oh,
Cooper.
little blindside move. Cooper puts his head down. Good tackle.
I think
They
that's
are
the
going to get it back.
Oh,
Mooney.
Ross doing a bit of everything there.
And we'll send it to Parry. Parry has played
Oh,
well.
DJ.
Now we get to see DJ on the run.
Is that Riley?
Gone out to that far side. They just want to, yeah, the message from the coach was they just want to grind Barossa down. Barossa just aren't going away just yet. And I think we are going to see this change for Barossa. Samuel is going to come off. Looks like he's given everything. There's not much left in the gas tank for him.
Not walking very comfortably.
He's not. You can try, you can run your fitness as much as you want, but that match fitness takes a while to come back. So where's the change?
So I think
Karamoto's
Sabo,
gone
he'll go into halfback.
into halfback.
Jake Rogers will go onto the wing.
Kept that centre pairing though, which I think is important. You need to wrap that up in cotton wool and make sure that doesn't change.
Make sure we put a gap, and wait until bind to actually go for the bind, right? It's a pretty big toe that shape. That's right.
So Barossa will have the scrum. I just want to see them get that centre pairing moving a little bit
Yeah,
more.
they're being pushed backwards once again.
Oh,
Oh,
out the
backwards.
back, and that's one way of getting it to him. Grieg looks for the offload.
Great tackle by Michael
Just
Perry
needs to
there.
get some forwards there with him.
Much more. Ran the dummy line and got it out the back to Jordan. Now they're away again. And
and he's just
it's a
cleaned
great
it up.
one-handed take by Grieg.
He just had to. Ooh.
Beats the first one and gets away from the second one. What can he do now? Keep going, young man. Off you go, Grieg.
Great.
Gets the offload away. Tell you what.
Jesus, whipped.
The AFL players finding themselves playing rugby union this year have been absolutely outstanding.
I think they love running at people.
Not worrying about holding the ball.
Yeah, not worrying about people coming from all different directions.
Having to bounce an oval ball.
So I think Karamoto, he'll speed up the ball for the Rams. So
I think he's got the arms on him to actually be able to make that pass as
Yeah.
well, eh?
So Cuthbertson will put the ball into the scrum of this one.
I didn't see much difference in that one.
Oh, there we go. I thought for a moment Barossa had decided they wanted to scrummage. Use it called. Mooney has pressure. Has to stop and try and find a way past Karamoto.
No advantage, 21 side.
Yeah, offside. And,
Yeah, the halfback came round the wrong side there.
and again, as much as it pains me to compliment Matt Mooney, that's about as good a man on fire I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's why we call him the cheat code. He's like playing good old Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You've got that book of cheat codes, just Matt Mooney.
The cheat code. I don't hate that as a nickname. Please tell me it wasn't self-given.
No,
Okay,
God,
good,
no. I think that's probably the league's best tackler. That was probably self-given.
He was as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, don't you worry, the club was surprised.
Mooney, again to parry.
Great hands.
Has to go to it.
DJ.
Then
B-Train
the
himself with an
cannonball will
offload.
go. Nice little back.
Oh no, oh no.
How's it going to bounce?
Oh no.
Oh, it's deliberate knock on. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it?
Got it into touch, but yeah, deliberate knock on should be.
That was,
It would certainly override the.
He's paid the knock on, but oh no, he's paid the line out.
Yeah, we'll just go with the lineup. That'll be interesting. Obviously, his girlfriend has had a word with him and said, "Stop doing good stuff."
Nah, he can feel it. He can feel it in the air. He saw that stare from across the field.
So Barossa line out. They'll go to the back. Didn't look straight from where we are. Oh, there's the appeal while running.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Karamoto to Gotch. Gotch trying to find a way through. Does find a way through. Gets the offload to Karamoto. He couldn't quite get his hands free. Gotch will go again. That time he loses it. Couple of knock-ons, but we're still going. Went backwards.
Oh, let's go, Timmy
now
Cooper.
We're away again. The forwards from Adelaide University showing the backs how it should be done. Cuthbertson will get there. Mooney to Ralph. Ralph decides to just lower the shoulder, try and get his way to the 22. Cuthbertson is there again. Parry fires it out to DJ. Brought down eventually, still outside the 22. Cuthbertson will get there. Mooney again. Great line speed from Gotch.
Some good offloading from Uni here.
Mussarat. Yep. Straight off his feet. Here we go.
This is
It
beautiful.
was high. Oh, the little head wave and everything. Is he looking for a move to AFL? You see that a lot in the AFL, don't you? The head thrown
Throw
back
the
because
head
it's high.
Do we have a flopping award?
Oh, there we go. Is that going to make it?
Yep.
Yes, it is. Well, he gave everything to that, didn't he?
Forwards! Another 10 minutes. Come on, give it to us. Come on, guys.
Inspiring words there.
Yeah, there's nothing worse, though, is there? When he's got 10 minutes to go, give it us. Okay.
Hate hearing the time when I'm playing.
Yeah.
Just let me put my other lungs in.
Go-go gadget super longs.
Gotch has been very, very impressive in the second half. He's he grows into it. I mean, Liam Grieg, I'm all over him. I like to keep an eye on him going forward. Gotch will take it, and then they get going.
Oh, no.
Have they moved it? They haven't moved it. Smart from Cooper.
Oh.
No, they did. I thought they didn't move it. Did they move it? They must have moved it. But okay, all right. Let's get this kick to touch. Oh no, we're tapping because they don't want us to talk about it. Here goes Grieg again.
Runs right into
Great
Matt.
offload again to Karamoto.
Oh.
Karamoto out the back to Gotch. Gotch over the 22. Inside ball to Grieg again.
Runs right
Got
into
the
Matt
taste
Mooney.
for it now. Got to work and get to ground.
Needs.
Got to ground now.
Oh, Matt Mooney stole it too. Oh
no, it's so close.
He did call tackle, and there was no release. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, and we
I
have
agree,
the
Dave,
we
I
have the
agree.
benefit of where we are. I don't think he'd made ground just then. They are going to kick it, but just while he does that, we'll go back to the line out. We need to go a little bit further back than that if we've got it. But Adelaide University backed out of the line out. They left the line out. That is a penalty to Barossa. Is that what he got him for?
I think so. Gone a full line out here at Barossa.
Oh, hey! From the very back of the playbook. Don't know whether that was done on purpose, but it worked. Scrappy again inside the 5 though. A try now will be really, really good for the men from the Barossa. Parry with some numbers outside if he could find them, and that slippy ball there again, and Hounsell just couldn't bring it in. So here you see them all back out. There they go. They can't back out.
It's going to be a forward sub coming up, looking like it. Front rower.
That'll be Lamb making his way on, just seeing who that change is for. It's Mussered or Lett, probably one of those two, or even the hooker, probably Henry, possibly. No, Mussered is going to come and have a well-earned rest. Another one who's put a shift in today.
Dr. Yick Lamb jumping on. Never a good one.
See, university teams, they should always have a doctor on them.
He actually, before this, he said he'd just put an appendix out of somebody.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Doctors, lawyers, dentists. That's what university sides need. I don't think you're qualified to be a university side until you have those three.
And of course, a Matt Mooney actually.
Oh. Just
Luckily
lucky
he came out
that
the
came
same
back
tunnel.
out the same tunnel.
Let's get that scrum right, Revys. Come on.
Again, inspiring coaching instructions for the side. Get the scrum right.
Brownie was a very good prop in his day.
Let's go again, guys. All good.
So McCarthy has wandered over to the scrum. Has he been made the captain, or? It's an interesting, I'm not sure what that conversation was about, but hopefully it's not the dreaded uncontested conversation.
Fine. Set.
That's good. It has to come quick.
Oh.
Karamoto did really well.
Great flat ball there.
Oh, McCarthy got man and ball. Oh, Mooney with the jackal. Didn't quite survive what he wanted to. And finds himself stuck.
Jackals fine. He's tends the wrong way.
Gave away the penalty. Karamoto wants to go. Does go. Oh, there's another. Another intercepted. Agnes and McCarthy were about to put on a show. I'm not sure where that piece of advice came from, but we apologise for the language, but the sentiment, I think, is fair. Stop letting them do dumb stuff. Cooper gets to the 5 again. Hands on from Let. Little knock on, so it's going to be an Adelaide Uni scrum. Time is running out for the men from Barossa. Was the Wine Flies never put forward as a nickname for the Barossa rugby team?
No, because we came from Roseworthy College, so we were originally the
With
Roseworthy Rams.
with the alliteration, I like it.
Yeah. So the official name is Barossa Rams, not just Barossa Rugby Club, so we kept that in the name. And the colours.
I do University like the scrum. Nice and solid. Back to Mooney, and Mooney gets a chance down. Where's he going to go? Going to have to try and hold himself in, which he does. Cooper will get there.
Uni has to eat right here.
Little pick and drive from Cooper inside the 5 again. Ball will find its way back. Tries to burrow the way through. Can't quite get there again. Big boys who want to take over. Karamoto gets hands on. Look to go inside. They're going to come back. Penalty, I think. 5 meters out. Cooper straight at Let. Tries to get there. He's really close. He's close enough.
What's the call?
Try given.
Yeah, try given.
Ooh. Jimmy Jack.
So here's that charge down for Mooney.
Simon Chapel.
Number
Isaiah
6.
Pilkington.
It was Isaiah Pilkington. And I tell you what, you can't undersell how much work he had to do not to be bundled into touch. And then Cooper versus Let. Played together on a state trip.
Rolled off.
Yeah, just try and have a look. I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because we don't really see anything there, but celebrate long and hard when you get to that point. I'm not sure what happened with the kick.
Missed the conversion there.
Missed the conversion?
Yeah.
7 points the difference, 4 minutes to go.
Jesus, we're
Barossa starting to become the specialist in grandstand finishes.
And the rain's come in.
Rain's been with us for a while now. Adelaide University trying to, yep, that is rain. Much more. Take a bow. Got excited. That's like someone taking a hanger. Just needed to keep hold of it. Karamoto. Off they go again.
Go, Jackie, you good boy.
The step again. Can he get there? Has he got the legs? Yes, he has. He's happy about it, Brady.
Promote that boy to the centers. He deserves that.
That was the step. 1 to beat. Second bite of the cherry with the intercept. Pete Muchamore, how about it? And then he just needed to die. I think he just got a little bit of a rush of blood in the head.
Let's say Jimmy Jagnus can slot this through.
There is Mr. Brady. And again, just adding to the catalogue of Spacequake Sports absolutely terrible finishes. It is honestly one of the worst I've seen. Just that one caught a little bit. So he gets away. The intercept is good. The step is good. Gets inside.
He looked at it.
Missed again. But honestly, terrible. One of the worst finishes. Never go knees first.
No.
Never go
big
knees
belly
first.
flop there.
I mean, he's like a newborn Bambi, isn't he?
Got to slide.
Last time he did that, I think he got winded.
Well, there's an art form to it.
We're not art students here, mate.
Yes.
I'm going to get in trouble for that one.
And a high one. The arm's going to come out. And that'll chew off another couple of seconds for Adelaide University.
No advantage, guys. Just take it.
I think I'm going to do a workshop. I think this is official. I'm going to put it on. We're going to have a Facebook event.
Oh God.
Going to have a Facebook event. I'm going to have a finishing workshop.
Oh, that's the game.
We'll do is a little bit earlier than we were expecting, but Jack Brady with the finish as the rain, I think, is in for the most of the night, and Adelaide University will just kept staying in front a little bit. Nigel just couldn't reel them in as much as you want to.
No, there's a lot of play midfield and not much attacking flair from either side.
No.
But, the Rams' defensive effort was a lot better than it has been the last few weeks anyway.
All of the attacking flair seemed to come from the man on the screen.
Yeah, 2 intercepts.
Jack Brady.
Well, he's gonna earn his beers tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely running a finishing workshop. That's happening. We'll find a location. We'll bring out the crash mats. We'll get it good. Tappy, welcome to your first show. Do you enjoy yourself?
Oh no, it was a absolute pearler of a day today.
Hopefully next time your hamstring is fine, so we won't go you. Adelaide University will take that one, 27 points to 15. And next week, I think we've got Burnside and I've lost it. I think. But 2 bigger games coming up. Keep an eye on Facebook for everything that's going to come through. Ladies and gentlemen, from a very wet Waite Oval, I've been Dave Webb as usual. Thank you very much for joining us and good afternoon.